And we're back at it again with Marvel Legends Secret Wars Black Suit Spider-Man. I know, finally I got it. 3 months late to the game, but as good old Jack Burton always says in a time like this, better late than never, and here we go. Big old shout out goes to the missus too. She kind of flabbergasted me with catching me off guard on my birthday, surprising me with this beauty who will now reign in my collection as one of the best Spider-Mans ever. Anyway, why don't you go ahead and take note of the musculography sculpted onto this perfect action figure right before we get into head to toe. And bro, straight out of the package, he's looking fly as hell, dude. This figure rules already, man. Him being on one of the most articulated bucks that Hasbro has to offer, you know I'm going to be excited as hell about this guy. And bro, I love the simple design. There's something that's so elegant, so sleek, so nice about a simple color figure, man. It's just, the design is just impeccable. And for sure, the same can be said for the detail on the back, too. And don't even get me started on the McFarlane eyes, man. Just so quintessential and classic in my world. Bro, it's like he was literally pulled from the pages of Secret Wars, man. I mean, the art style from Mike, Zack, and Bob Layden, it is just undeniably 100% their style. I love it! I discussed this more in length in my Spider-Boy video. You can go check that out right there. But for me, Spider-Man is always 14 to 15 years old. He always is, always has been, and always will be, babe. 100% appropriate. Now going over this thing top to bottom for the most part, we'll do this really quick. I mean, it's just simple eye designs, big wide eye, just like McFarlane likes. Now with the symbiote logo, it is absolutely picture perfect. There's a little bit of blur, which I don't know if that's messed up or not, but I kind of like the fade look to it. But the line works great. We'll get there. We'll get there. Works out fantastic on the butterfly joints. A little bit of paint chippage, not a worry. It's overall great. I mean, come on, man. How are you really going to mess this figure up? You can't. And for all those who are unacquainted with the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man body, let me show you about it. Pinless DJ E's. Pinless DJ knees. Boo cuts. No toe joints. Lower ab crunch. Upper diaphragm swivel. I'm going to interrupt your regularly scheduled program to give the one negative thing about this figure that keeps it from being a 10 out of 10. That being the diaphragm swivel. I've said this countless times, and I'm sorry if it literally is just beating that dead horse in the face, but I gotta talk about it. It's plain and simple. All Hasbro has to do is just incorporate the G.I. Joe torso articulation, and that's it. Oh, Jesus. For example, look at the extreme articulation you get with this. When you have the diaphragm swivel in this lower torso penis area, you get just the amount of swivel as you do with it being up top in the diaphragm. And you're not breaking up any sort of design, any pattern on the chest. It's all just going to flow so cohesively. I just don't get why Hasbro doesn't do this with their most successful line. The best way is going to have to be to show you. Now, the legs here are flush against the butt cheek little side piece of plastic right here. They're not going back any farther on both figures. They're both bent forward as far as they possibly can go without falling over. Crunch all the way down. Okay, oh my god, please don't fall over. Spider-Man crunch all the way down, all the way down. It's as far as he's going forward. They're the exact same. So all Hasbro has to do, oh my god, is just swap them. Because when you swap them, you're never going to get this cut in any of the figures, not just Spider-Man, but any character that has a logo that extends past his chest into his abdomen, penis area. I'm telling you, bro, it would just make every figure that much better. I know they'll never do it, but still. Here's hoping. There were a few QC issues with this figure that I'm going to point out right now. That ding in the side of the head, it kind of adds a little bit of character. I'm not mad at that at all. Alright, so this little piece right here, if you looked at it like this, it came way over. It was like a piece of melted plastic that just humped over it so you couldn't do anything with it. So I did have to trim that down a little bit. I don't know if you can really tell. Yeah, you can right there. There it is. And there was a lot of paint scuffing right here. Like the deeper down I go in the ab crunch, the more they got chipped away. In the penis area. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know if you had this issue come across with your Spider-Man, because it kind of sucks, but I can get over it. So, just as expected, this is easily shaping up to be one of the greatest Spider-Man Marvel Legends of all time. We ain't even gotten into the fun stuff yet. So let's go ahead and get into it. Bits and pieces. Now, the first accessory is the one that I want to get to the fastest. So let's go ahead and just get to... What?
Get the fuck. Ha ha. Heads up.
Man, it's just so much more intimidating. Like, the overall aesthetic of this just screams, man, this ain't your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, bro. This dude's here to f you up. And it's kind of like a no-brainer, but for sure this is going to be the only head that this figure's ever going to be displayed with. The Todd McFarlane head, I'll find a different use for it over time, but man, this thing is just, oh my god. Man, he's just alright. And other than these triangle-backed rectum rammers that already came on Spider-Man, he also comes with... And he also comes with the two hands that activate his liquid-flicking wrist spit. Ew. Finally, my favorite time of every review. Swap until you drop. Chance it till your heart stops. Now, if you were fortunate enough to get that Punisher and Bushwhacker 2-pack, then you got these hands. There ain't nothing better than a Spider-Man with guns, baby. Just try and say it doesn't make every figure better. Especially Spider-Man, bro. I mean, it just kind of adds to the stealthiness of it. Maybe, what was it? Midnight? Night Monkey? Right? Night Monkey? God, it's been a long time since I've seen the second one. But yeah, man, just stealth operation Spider-Man. Dope, bro. Dope. Illin' like nobody business. Yes! Punisher does come with a multitude of hands, and they all work pretty well with Spider-Man. I just like this pose a lot. I think it's sick. It's not going to hold, though. But, dude, look at that. I mean, this is just the cool kind of shit you can put in your display, man. Ah, that just works out so good. That's so good. Now, check it out. I don't remember whose hand this is, but I know it's an older legend for sure. So, black suit, black hands. I don't know. I'm sure you can find it in a bin somewhere. It does work out well if you want to hold Christian Bale's fake-ass Necro sword from the god-awful Thor 4. Yikes. Now, the real question is, what hands are we going to go with of all the black suit Spider-Mans that I got? Because I'm not a big fan of the triangles, just like I'm not a big fan of the triangle arc reactor for Iron Man. But these rectangles, they look like bandages. Like he's taped up, ready to have some real rectum punching powers. Or are we going to be going more classic wide trapezoid type shape with your web butthole right there? I don't know. For this next swap, I'm going to be enlisting the help of two of my favorite thick boys. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah. My Kid Bash Venom, I'm needing these hands. Oh my god, I love this, dude. That big hand mode. Oh, I like the exaggerated appendages on this one. Oh, shit. Only one thing can make it cooler. Oh, you know that I like this. Talk about just over-exaggeration to the fullest, man. It almost kind of comes off as, like, Venomized Miles. Bro, it's like a Mortal Kombat character. This is like Babality or, I don't know, like NBA Jam, Turok, big head mode, dude. Sick. And when you pop on the Beetlejuice Venom head, dude, he kind of looks like a chicken dinosaur. I like it. Sony Venom face and the retro carded Venom hands work out to be a nice little version too. I'll dig that as well. God, it's nice. Finger gun, bros. Alright, everybody, that's going to bring it to a close. I'm bringing my black and white squad here to wrap this up. Look, man, if Hasbro's going to keep making Spider-Man figures like this, sign me up all day long. I don't care what the price costs either, because it's just what we live in now. Who gives a shit? But as always, let me know in the comments below what you thought about the review, what you think about Black Suit Spider-Man. Did you pick him up? And if you did, what did you think about him? Spoiler alert, I already know what you thought. You loved him. It's way too early to tell this early in the year, but will he make a top 10? I don't know. But who knows what's going to come for the rest of this year. I'm just going to have as much fun as possible, so y'all stay tuned for it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see y'all next time. Meeting adjourned.